This episode of Inside Golf Podcast is brought to you by Inside Sports Network.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Boston Capital Twiddler Steve on the Hold the Green podcast.
All right, we are live. Tap in, birdie.
All right, Carson Young is here.
I bet Ludwig at 28.
Let's go. I bet
You
him
did
at,
too?
I bet him at 25.
Low sevens. I think there's some guys in here we like.
Harris English at 7,300.
I love Brian Harmon at 3.5% this week.
Good evening, everybody. Happy Monday night. It is a Ryder Cup week. It's your boy Capper with Twiddler Steve here to break down the course, some bets, get me out of a mental pretzel. Steve, you ready for this week, man? I feel like we've been waiting for this fucking forever. So I am very excited for it.
Yes, the anticipation has been building. And yes, I am very happy to pull you away from thinking about the Patriots or me thinking about the Giants for 1 week. Yes, it's very disgusting. Unfortunately, you're not going to get an NFL show this week, everybody. We won't be available on Wednesday, so you'll have to save our thoughts for next week.
I mean, I could probably do a quick one on Wednesday.
I don't know if I want to. I got a lot going on that I'll get to at the end of the show. I have a lot going on. So, but no, Ryder Cup is finally here. We have reports of potential pairings coming out. We had the U.S. practice today that we'll go over in a little bit as far as how guys were grouped and maybe speculate on what some pairings are. Europeans did not practice today, so that remains shrouded in mystery of what they're going to do.
They're all getting facials and pedicures.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's because that's what Europeans do. But no, we will be left to speculate what Dodo and his analytics team will come up with for this Ryder Cup. Thankfully, this team is essentially the same as the 2023 team as well. So we'll do that. We will go over some changes that have been made to Bethpage Black for this Ryder Cup. And then we'll go over some best bets for this tournament. So just think about, I guess, like, what's your connection with the Ryder Cup as far as like how you valued it and loved it over the years? Especially because it's been tough because it's been blowouts the last like 5 or so.
I'm a sucker for USA versus name it, right? So like that to me has always been the draw to it. And like I said, like I wasn't into golf at all until like my late 20s. So that would be the only thing I would pay attention to. Maybe the Masters if I was going drinking at somebody's place or something like that. Like I didn't care about golf. But something like this, like, oh, okay, let's go. Like I loved match play. I still love match play. I think it's the fucking best. I think it's the best form of golf. I really do. Like as far as like for amateurs, like for like if me, you, and 2 other guys went out, match play is easily the best way to have a fun Sunday. And yeah, I think it's a completely different game. I like the alt shot because it I just think it's funny sometimes to have like watching these guys try not to explode when somebody puts them in a bad spot or gives him the iron he wouldn't have gave himself, and you can see him doing his little thing. But yeah, man, I mean, unfortunately this year the fucking scumbag Cantleys of the world wanted to get paid for it. Euro's not getting paid for it. Like I think it cheapens the whole thing. I really do. And look, I'm not exactly America guy, right? Like, yeah, I'm a vet and I do all that stuff, but I'm not like America above all else. Like, I'm just not. I think it's silly we do the national anthem before sporting events. I'm like, can we just get to the sporting event? Like,
that's a hot take.
Yeah, whatever. It's very China and like North Korea. Like we all know the national anthem. A bunch of millionaires running around out hitting each other. What the fuck do I need to stand up and pledge allegiance to the flag?
We're gonna get some comments for that, but okay.
I don't care. Like
thank God we're live during a Monday Night Football game right now, and no one's watching for that take. Maybe we're gonna have Josh maybe edit that. Given the state of things right now, we might want to.
All right, I wasn't. Fine. I guess I was just thinking of the. I was thinking about like waiting for the Monday night game tonight. I was like, all right, man, let's get to it. Like, I don't need 15 minutes of, I just don't need it. I don't need it. I've done my time fucking running on base to try to get out of having to stand still for colors. All the vets out there will know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyway, like I love when America beats Europe, anyone. Like I want us to win. And last time I turned full heel because of what they did to my boy Keegan, and I loved every second of it. Zero chance I'm doing it this time. It's America versus these fucking baby Euros, and I know my team isn't very likable, but I'm rooting for the fucking Stars and Stripes, and I hope we fucking body bag them. And yeah, this some team bets that I like, which is funny. Like some of them aren't even available. I had to bet like 55-1 other. Like they don't even offer the scores that I'm thinking could possibly happen.
Oh, all right. So save it because I take for later, for the score. So, no, as far as for me goes, obviously, the Ryder Cup was in Rochester, New York in 1995, and
shit, Did
yeah.
you go?
So I didn't. Well, because it was during, just during school and everything. Didn't go on Friday, but we had a parent teacher like conference day, I think on Tuesday or Wednesday. So I went to a practice round.
That's cool.
My dad, and my hatred for the Europeans began when I tried to get an autograph from Colin Montgomery, and Colin was not having a good day apparently, because he looked at me and basically gave me the one finger salute. He didn't actually do it, but he gave me the look like saying, "Hey, fuck off, kid." But thankfully, the only European I've actually liked in the Ryder Cup, going back, is Bernhard Langer.
Oh, what about Stenson? You definitely like Stenson.
No. So this is, of course, I like Stenson. Yeah. Yeah, of course. But besides that, as a kid, it was Bernhard Langer who actually shot Monty. Look, like, hey, what the hell are you doing, man? Like, just sign his golf ball. So Langer actually, to his credit, came over to sign my golf ball. We've always remembered that. So that's always a good story.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's a cool memory, man.
Yeah, that's a cool memory. The other memory I had from 1995 was everybody made a big deal of the Concorde flying into Rochester. Remember the Concorde?
Yeah, like the jet.
Yeah, the jet.
Yeah.
That was a huge, massive thing in 1995 that everybody freaked out about. Like the supersonic boom jet flying over everything.
Yeah, I remember. That was around the time like we came out with like the stealth bomber, and like that was like the biggest, craziest thing. Like, that was right after the Gulf War.
Yep. So that was a big highlight. Also highlighted by yet another U.S. choke job on Sunday. It was the last hurrah for Seve. He turned back the clock, and I think I forget who he beat, but he played awesome. Like he did classic Seve things, just missing greens, but getting up and down from everywhere. Ends up winning the Ryder Cup for the Europe in very disappointing fashion for the US. But I've loved the Ryder Cup ever since then. But it's been tough. We build it up so much before a tournament, and then at least the last 5 that have started, it's been
just home team wins.
Yeah, in 2023, it started off 4-0 Europe.
Yep. In
2021, it was 3-1 US. In 2018, which was one of the worst mornings of my life, I had to witness Jim Furyk trot out an alternate shot pairing of Bryson DeChambeau and Phil Mickelson.
I do remember that.
Yeah, and putting Bubba Watson alternate shot at Le Golf National. I'm like, we're
doomed.
Yeah, we're doomed. And I think we got swept that morning in foursomes. That was not great. But yeah, the Ryder Cup's great.
So that was so this can kind of lead into some other stuff. So we typically dominate foursomes.
Well, so here's the thing.
I always get confused, man.
The home team dominates foursomes.
And why is that?
I think it's just there's more pressure in foursomes because there's nowhere to hide. Okay. In 4-ball, you can technically hide with your partner. Okay. There's right. And that's why, like, at least when I'm setting up teams, I want the rookies and the weaker players play 4-ball so they don't actually like screw up things. Like if they're going to make a mess on your own ball, and maybe your partner can kind of carry you. In alternate shot, nowhere to hide. Like if you screw up, you're bringing down the team, and it's a lot more difficult. So I think that's why the home team generally has done better with foursomes. Is just you're amping the pressure at that point. I think generally the U.S. is just better at 4-ball because, they're selfish, they're individualistic. And I think just in general, they're just usually they have the more talented players on paper and you're playing your own ball at that point. But foursomes, it really gets you ratchet up the pressure. And I think the road team just crumbles when that happens.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, before we get to Bethpage, you want to tell everybody about the promo we got going for Inside Sports Network this week?
Yeah. So if you use promo code #Ryder Cup, you get 33% off weekly access to everything we got. Discord, insider picks. Like I said, Discord is really where it's at. It's super fun. But you'll get Andy's breakdowns, anything behind the paywall. It's 33% off. Look, if you're gonna bet this week, it's worth the sprinkle. You'll enjoy the Discord so much you'll stick around. I guarantee it. But yeah, a #Ryder Cup, 33% off. I said.
Yeah, I mean, there's already been a kind of a war of the words the last couple weeks or so as far as like who's been on the team. There's definitely some choice words about the merits of Colin Morikawa on.
He should not be on the fucking team.
I mean, he shouldn't, but who would play? Who would realistically take his place?
I don't care. Anyone but him. Fucking.
It's like when you scoff.
Harold Fenifesi. Who cares?
It's like when you scoffed at me last week and I said, all right, Jacksonville will be the last playoff team. You're like, oh, I'm like, all right, well, who else are replacing them?
Fine.
The Steelers, they suck. They beat your crappy team. They're not making it either.
What the fuck? What was that?
I'm sorry. I'm transitioning to the NFL show. But anyways, no, take advantage of that promo, sign up, just see what the Discord's all about and just see what our content's all about at ISN. And then, either stick around the rest of the fall. We're going to have a lot of good fall swing content. Obviously, we got our NFL content we're pumping out every week as well. And then it'll be right ready for the Century Tournament Champions at TBD, by the way. Because
we don't even know where it's going to be at.
Yeah, no idea. Probably Torrey Pines again, because that's just what happens.
No, I think they're going to try to keep it in Hawaii. I texted my.
All right, good. I would be happy about that. Yeah,
I texted my birth mom about that. Like, hey, what are the conditions? Like, she's a greenskeeper and knows. But just like I kind of asked her, and she was very puzzled by my question. I was like, never mind, just disregard the text.
Okay. All right, let's talk about the Ryder Cup.
Let's go.
Here it is, the 18th hole. Bethpage Black. So.
Oh, did you see Azinger was out here shitting all over Bethpage?
Yeah, I think he's
asshole.
He's turned so bitter.
What an asshole.
Yeah, he has. I mean, his exit from NBC did not go well. He should be calling the Ryder Cup.
He stunk.
I know he stunk.
He was the worst.
Yeah, in 2023, I forget exactly what he did, but there were some one-liners that did not make a whole lot of sense.
No, it was like he was off his fucking meds. And then we'll get to this later, but remind me, because I know you didn't see this. Who's the pedophile? Chambly?
No, I saw someone post this. Apparently, he's crapping on Bryson.
Yeah, but so it's Chambly, right?
Yes, it's alleged.
I'm the allegedly because he married somebody.
Described him, but
he's basically Bill Belichick. He's like 50 years younger. It's fucking gross. I don't give a shit. Like I have 4 daughters. If some creep tried to marry them, I'd never fucking happen ever.
All right. Well, he's crapping on Bryson again, right?
He said bots were the reason. Listen, I don't like Bryson. He's a fucking weirdo. But he was like, bots are the reason. He's like, I think it's very suspect that people are watching this. I'm like, what? It's so funny, man.
All right. Well, let's turn back the clock. Let's go all the way back. So I actually chipped in and did the Bethpage preview article. I
read it.
Thank you. All 3,500 words. I appreciate that.
I mean, look, I definitely read it, but I hear your voice and I can skim through some parts.
You can. You know where I'm kind of going with some points. So, you know what the funny thing is? I actually try to be concise on a lot of points and still end up being 3,500 words.
I'm aware. That was your concern.
Listen, I'm not in the writing game anymore. I just went, nuts at this point. I got a lot to make up for. But yes.
YOLO, as the kids say.
Yeah. So if you actually become a weekly insider this week, you can go read that article there. But let's skip all the course history stuff there, and let's just go back to 2019. So this is the leaderboard from 2019, complete with all the strokes gained stats. Tell me everything you remember about the 2019 PGA, Boston Capper.
Very, very little.
Very little. Okay. Did you bet Brooks Koepka?
No, I bet DJ.
Oh, so you were mad at me probably in the old Slack channel.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because DJ was my favorite guy back in the day. Something about DJ. That's why I miss him, man. Like the way I don't know. This is gonna sound maybe weird. Like he just walks like a lion. I'm like, that guy's going to dominate whoever he's near. You know what I mean? I don't know. I know it's weird, but he was my favorite golfer forever. And then he pulled Paulina. He did blow, partied. Like I was like, yeah, this is my guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's it. Love DJ.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely have a particular type.
I do.
For a guy. So that type usually ends up on live. Getting paid by
That's very true.
Yes, exactly. But anyways, so the Brooks Koepka wins by 8 under, wins by 2 over DJ. Big gap to the rest of the field though. Patrick Cantlay, the most fake hollow top 5 on his resume, never in the mix, by the way. 2 under there. Jordan Spieth. Do you remember Jordan Spieth at this tournament?
Mm-mm.
The bullshit he was doing all week.
Nope.
He completely.
My guess is magic beans all week, like always.
Well, look at the stat line. So he gained 0.17 strokes per round off the tee, hit less than 50% of his fairways, lost strokes in the approach, but gained 2.6 putting.
That's awesome.
I remember one hole in particular, he hit it in the rough, and then his next shot, he topped it about 50 yards.
I think I remember.
And then he had about 125 yards into the green, stuck it to 4 feet, hit the putt. This was when Jordan Spieth could not find the club face at all.
Oh, yeah.
And it was all putting at this point. And somehow he managed a T3 at Bethpage Black. Matt Wallace at 2 under, Luke List at 1 under, Sung Kang, gross.
Luke List. Sung Kang.
Yeah.
My guy.
But he had Rory +1, one of the greatest backdoor top 10s I've ever cashed in history. He was like So what happened here was there was actually a big wave split on Sunday. And this is kind of why Brooks came back to the field a little bit, because he started, I think, at 12 under. And he shot a 74 on Sunday. So the wind started to really kick up in the afternoon. And a lot of these guys that appeared in this top 10 here, playing pretty calm conditions and just rose up the leaderboard. And then everybody else, like, I think Xander fell down the leaderboard a lot. I think
Xander was still so young.
Yeah, kind of. Hal Varner III got eviscerated here. There was a bunch of guys who were in the top 10 that just got blown out to sea.
Yeah.
And Brooks was one of those. He was starting to leak oil a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the point where DJ was starting to really get going. He rose up the leaderboard, then made a stinky bogey, I think, on 16. He like 3-putted, I think, that hole. So that was the end of him. But Brooks held together, won his second straight PGA. But the whole tournament, though, Brooks dominated from start to finish. He was first round leader. He led by 7 after the second and third round. So it was basically all but over heading into Sunday.
Yeah. You're giving little brain droppings to me. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yep. So just thinking back, though, the end of the tournament, I mean, Brooks dominated, and then you had DJ and him separate. So think back to how Bethpage played. Think back to what you know about it. Why did 2 of the 5 best drivers in the world just lap the field that week?
Because distance was it.
Yep. Okay. But why did distance matter at Bethpage?
What do you mean?
Why did it matter? Like, there's particular things. I mean, you read the article. There's particular things about why length in elite driving was so important that week.
Yes. I mean, just go ahead and explain it. Like, I mean, it's going to make more sense coming out of your mouth.
All right. Well, I mean, this is not a unique point. This is said over and over that anytime you have a long golf course with thick rough and narrow fairways, you are just giving the advantage to length at that point. Yep. And, I mean, obviously you still can't really spray the ball a whole lot. Like John Rahm sprayed the ball everywhere and he didn't do well. Like, it's not just that. But when you get a guy with length who hits just enough fairways on the week, they were only about at field average. You just put yourself at a huge edge on those types of golf courses. Second, it was really soft that week. It was coming out of May, coming out of spring showers. Couldn't get, any roll once the ball hit the fairway. So it just made it even longer on a golf course with already a very high volume of long approach shots. But I think what really drove it home was how the golf course is designed, and specifically some holes. And it's mostly where the greens are positioned. Bethpage Black, a lot of it plays uphill, and then, it goes back downhill a little bit. But there's a lot of greens that are either on an island, just like apart from the fairway, can't bounce the ball up to it, just surrounded by rough, or they're elevated above the fairway where you got to basically hit the ball really high in the air to get to it, or both. And a good example of that is actually the fifth hole here. So this was one of the hardest holes on the golf course in 2019. It played at like a 4.4 stroke average. Damn. So this is 478 yards, very narrow fairway here. This is a view from fairway. And then all the way on the distance here, you can see the flagstick well above the fairway here. And separating yourself from the fairway to the green is a lot of rough. And, Bethpage, they grow the rough pretty high. And it is vital to do either your two things. If you're a shorter hitter, you have to keep the ball in the fairway, because if you're in this rough here, you can't generate the club head speed, or pull a club with enough loft to either get the ball out of it and carry it that far, but also carry it high enough up the hill to hit the green. Most likely, you're going to end up somewhere in this junk here and try to get up and down for the rough, and it's not good. And you can kind of see that here in this picture here. You got to hit a power fade off the tee, and then you got to carry it up the hill, up past all this rough here onto the green. Now, for a longer hitter like Brooks, obviously, if you're longer, you get to push it up farther, closer to the green. You can pull a shorter club even from the fairway. You have a higher ball flight into this green. You can get to pins a little easier, and it just makes your job a little easier. Or if you're in the rough, you're required to hit a high shot to the green, you can pull a wedge or a 9-iron, get the ball up, generate enough club head speed to carry it up the hill onto the green. And that's why DJ and Brooks were able to separate.
Destroyed everyone.
And destroyed everybody. Yeah. I mean, like, if they played this tournament with those conditions in 2025, it would be probably either Scotty, Rory, or Bryson, probably who would win.
Did Bryson play this tournament this year?
In 2019?
Yeah.
He did. This was pre-bulk up, though.
Yeah. This is skinny Bryson.
Yeah, like he was, he was still a young guy though, but this was the year of the President's Cup, and he gained 50 pounds between the end of the season and then.
Crazy.
But yeah, this was
natural. It was natural too.
Yeah, it was natural. But yeah, so this was bulk up. So that's basically in a nutshell how the 2019 PGA played out at Bethpage Black. But it's the Ryder Cup, and there are different course conditions that we're going to see this week. So what changed?
Are they keeping the rough the same, or are they cutting that shit down?
Well, let's start with the first tee. Okay, this is a very familiar sign here. You got the scene here. You got the sign right here.
BK posts it once a month when he goes to play.
I mean, he's Mr. Bethpage, he's essentially he's the golf course historian, essentially. Anything I need from Bethpage, I go to him on this. But this is a very familiar scene. It's an elevated tee box above the Heritage House. You're looking out to the fairway here. It's a sharp dogleg right, narrow fairway, thick rough, no bunkers, but looks very wide open. But that's a very narrow landing zone here to try to hit your drive in. So
did you see the visors with that sign printed on them?
Oh God,
it's a visor and it says warning. Awful. The glass court. Oh, it's so bad.
What's worse, big block letters or that visor?
Yeah, big block letters. Are still worse. Big block letters.
Do they have WRNG for the big block letter hat this week?
I haven't seen that one yet. I've only seen the visor.
No? Okay.
No, I've only seen the visor.
All right. Well, anyways, the problem though with utilizing this tee box here is that you can't have this. Can't have the giant grandstand behind the tee box where everybody does the chants and excuse me, waves the flags and sings the national anthem that you just hate so much and wish would be abolished.
That's not what I fucking said. I just said I don't need it before every. I don't
play
need it
back the
before every
tape there.
sporting event. That's all I said. I don't need it before every sporting event. You know where it really stems from? So I have so many dance events and gymnastic events as a dad. On like Saturday morning at 9 a.m. with a gym with like 30 fucking people. I don't need to do the fucking national anthem. Okay. So that's really where the bitterness comes from. I've had 1 cup of coffee. I've already spent fucking $800 to come here. I don't just to get the fucking show on the road. I got to go catch the 1 o'clock game. That's really what
I don't know, man. I think Boston Capper would have shit Paul Revere in the Revolutionary War.
Paul Revere was the man.
Yeah, he was, but you would have murdered him and let the Redcoats take advantage of Massachusetts.
All right, let's.
All right. Well, specifically though, you wouldn't have this giant grandstand here with all the the red, white, and blues waving flags, and you wouldn't have something like this where Justin Thomas and Daniel Berger chug beer to get the crowd riled up.
I hate them.
How lame was this?
So lame. They didn't even. He spilled fucking a half of the beer, and it was like a Mick Ultra too. Like, all right, congratulations, you drank one.
I mean, they're sponsored by Mick Ultra, so it makes sense. I mean, yeah, he crushed the can here, and it all dripped everywhere. It's all over his shirts. It's and poor Burger.
JT fucking stinks. All right, let's not get me anti-US team. Okay. I've already chosen sides. I'm gonna have to look past a lot of this stuff.
All right. Well, anyways, in order to accommodate the giant grandstand so that Justin Thomas and JJ Spawn can do keg stands on the first tee, they built a new tee box down and to the left here. So now the grandstands, this is a flatter spot. You can see from here. I mean, you got the 18th, you got the first tee. So basically it'll be built all the way around here. You can see, you'll be able to see all that. Now, what that did with it shortened the hole about 30 yards. And it actually allows you to cut off a little more of the dog leg from the left here. So you can take it over the trees here. This is a 300-yard carry that pushes it up pretty far up to the green here, gets a little flip wedge here, or on the fly, if you get like it would be a south wind there. It's 340 to the front of the green. So technically you could see somebody try.
Bryson's 100% trying this.
Well, the problem, though, I've been trying to confirm is if you look at this green up here, it's a very narrow mouth and there's a lot of rough and fescue around here. I would think if you want to encourage that, all this would get cut down and it would just be
but what if you move your mouse like an inch to the right? No, up where you were. So like just take it over that corner. So what? At worst, maybe you end up with a bunker.
I mean, that's really far up.
I know. No, it's not. Well, you said it's 340 to the front, right?
I mean, this would be like 355 carry.
Okay. So
I mean, it's probably not getting there. It's probably not carrying 355 in the air. Yeah. It would probably bounce up to the green like 325, 330, and then roll up.
Yeah.
The problem is they're just, I would think if you want to encourage that, this would get cut down. I haven't been able to confirm that yet. So we'll see. But theoretically, you could see that. You actually can bet if somebody can drive the first green. I think it's minus 285. No. So the books don't think you can do it.
Okay, like that.
Theoretically, you could. So that's one major change. This hole is shortened by 30 yards. Second, and this is the most impactful one, basically for your handicap, is a friendlier US setup. So
aren't all golfers exactly the same now, though?
What do you mean?
Like if you go up and down our teams.
Oh, we'll do that in a little bit.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the setup? Like, there's no huge difference between.
Well, I mean, I think there is, and we'll talk about it a little bit. So, typically the Europeans, and at least
short
the last
knockers.
So accuracy and ball striking was essentially how they set up. That happened with Golf Nacional. Having Marco Simone, long and straight drivers with long iron play. That was essentially the recipe for success. They had a huge edge over the U.S. In the U.S., though, they have tried to dumb down golf courses. That would mean wider fairways, lower rough, faster green speeds, remote kind of more putting, and easy pin locations. Basically make it the most comfy and soft for these pampered Fs on the American side.
You say Fs like I haven't dropped the fuck 900 times before you just said that.
I don't know. I kind of like saying like that. I use the F word selectively, and my dad listens too, so I try to not go too far with that.
Sorry, Mr. Shermer. I'm sorry you have to hear my foul language.
Yeah.
As a finance guy for 30 years, I'm sure your virgin ears are very upset by it.
He probably is. So, but anyways, so at Hazeltine, this was actually where the Europeans complained about the setup because they had a big advantage of ball striking, but they set up very easy. And Justin Rose tattletales the media saying, "Oh, it's too easy," and pins are in the middle, and this isn't really real golf. Same thing kind of happened in Whistling Straits.
Very weird.
Yeah, same thing happened in Whistling Straits, and that was kind of more of an aerial game that week too, similar to what we're going to see this week. It's a very aerial game. And that is what they are setting up Bethpage Black is this week. If you think this is going to be what you saw at the PGA or the US Open, like gnarly, tough, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, no shot.
Yeah.
No shot.
So Paul McGinley actually confirmed all of this. And what I did find out after I wrote the article, Keegan went to the media and actually said that the team itself doesn't have as much say on golf course setup as they once did, but the PGA America is in charge of all this, and they basically did exactly what I would do if I was the US. It is low rough. They haven't come out with a specific number for how high the rough is, but speculation is going to be 2.25, 2.5 inches, which is about half of what it would be for a normal like PGA. I think 4 fairways were widened to make it a little more conducive for driving. Here's an interesting note that Paul McGinley said. He said the fairways were soft, which is strange because the Northeast has been in a bit of a drought for this summer. And when he had that media call, it hadn't rained in Bethpage Black in 2 weeks.
Okay.
So are they watering the fairways to make it longer and make it more receptive and play wider for all these big hitting American bombers who love the pull driver?
So my thing is who are these big hitting American drivers? We got Bryson.
I'll show you the stats, man. I'll show you.
All right. Okay. All right.
So let's wait for it.
Okay. All right.
Greens are running about 12. He expects them to be 13 in the SIP meter by the time the tournament runs around. It'll be easy pin positions. I mean, Bethpage Black greens are kind of already a little bit flat. So
because to get to the greens is difficult, is the theory, right?
Yeah, I mean, like it's a lot of long approach shots and a lot of raised greens. But if you are somebody with a pretty good driver with a little bit of pop who can hit a very high ball flight into some of these greens, like that's a big edge.
Yeah.
And that's how they're setting up Bethpage Black this week is those things. It's trying to promote more a style that you saw at typical American Ryder Cup venues this week. So that's another big change to Bethpage Black this week. Other changes, this tree right here, which essentially was dead.
Why?
It basically overhang the 8th green here. Like I remember watching the PGA, a couple guys hit this green and it fell. There's actually a water hazard right below or behind this this bar right here. It's mostly just in play for amateurs, but it was diseased and actually got to be a safety issue. They didn't want it to fall on somebody on the green. So so they cut it down. So that's one change. They also added a new bunker on 13. Previously the bunker was about right here. It was about 275 to the middle. Now it's about 350 in the middle.
Nice. Love it.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to play 605 though, because I think, because the Ryder Cup, you don't want guys hitting a lot of pars. Okay. You want birdies, you want risk reward. So I think they're probably going to use this tee box here, which makes the whole play like 575. So it makes the par 5 reachable. Because nobody was getting home really in 2 in 2019. But I think because if you use the back tee, this bunker really isn't in play. But if you use this forward tee, now it kind of is. So I think they might use this tee box right here to short the hole. But there's a new bunker essentially on the 13th. And then they are also using the forward tee on 17. This, I believe, is to accommodate a grandstand behind the 17th hole. So they use a 40, and honestly, so this hole played 210 at the 2019 PGA.
I already know I'm going to be so mad at this grandstand.
Oh yeah. It's probably going to be like the hockey rinks. You see it like, certain holes. Like it's probably going to go all the way down this way.
It's going to be so ugly.
It's going to be very obnoxious. Yeah, it is. I think the entire crowd is going to be obnoxious this week at Bethpage.
So what's funny is we talk about the crowd, I guess. what do we think the crowd's going to be like? Because now it's priced out. Like if you're an actual golf fan, you don't want to fucking be at the Ryder Cup in person because it's an awful watch. Like it really is. So what? We got a bunch of Long Island kids and Wall Street guys. Like, is it really going to be rowdy? Like,
yeah,
I don't think so.
I don't know. I mean, young Wall Street guys with a bunch of disposable income,
Cocaine. Yeah,
they can be assholes.
Yeah, but they're not like real assholes. They're just kind of like douchey assholes where like,
well, yeah, that's
anybody.
Yeah, but that's the worst kind to bring out to the golf course is the douchey assholes who think they're funny, saying spaghetti and meatballs to the Italians that come walking by.
It's gonna be so bad.
It's gonna be bad. So, but anyways, from a golf perspective, from a golf perspective, I think this hole works a little better from 180 yards because this green is so shallow, and from 210, it's almost impossible to hold the green. And it's raised as well. But if you want to promote kind of birdies from 180, you get a high enough ball flight. I think that's actually a good move.
Kick it left a little bit, right? Just aim left, hope it feeds back a little bit.
Yeah, and like this is one of the last holes you want a birdie to maybe try and swing a match or two. So I like this move. I think that's a good move. Otherwise, if we played 210,
I feel like there's not going to be a lot of Europeans seeing the 17th hole. Just saying.
Yeah, maybe. So, all right. Estimated proximity buckets. So this is from 2019. Obviously, there's been some advancements in technology where guys are pushing a little farther up, with their ball speeds. Some of the holes, I think you can be a little more aggressive based on it's playing a little wider, lower rough. So, and a couple of holes got shortened. But overall, though, this is still a test of over 175. A higher amount of shots over 175 than the typical PGA Tour golf course. It's about 54% of your shots. This was kind of the range I looked at this week from between 115, 200, and 200 plus. I think a lot of shots that you might have seen that were a little shorter in 2019 were mostly a byproduct of like, hey, I'm in the rough, I got to hack out. So technically my approach on the greens from like 125. But yeah, it's going to be a test of, it's still a very long golf course. You're going to have lower rough, wider fairways, and a lot of longer approach shots. So having, I think, some oomph and pop in your game and being pretty adept from long range. And, just being good putters in general, that usually helps at Bethpage Black, especially if it's going to be kind of easier pins. It's going to help you. I think the difference between because long iron play was really important to Marco Simone versus I think it's not going to be as important here is if they make really easy pin positions. That's when we kind of see like at other golf courses where the best ball strikers can't separate. Whereas at Marco Simone, you had a lot of long approach shots and they made very difficult pin positions. That's where your premium iron players kind of elevated. And that's why they curb stomped us. Here, though, if it's easier pin positions from long range, I think even if one team has a big advantage in that category, I think it's neutralized a little bit.
Okay.
So, all right. Let's go tail of the tape then. Let's do what you've been
boxing reference. I love it. Let's go.
Exactly. Ding, ding, ding. All right. So here we go. These are the two teams. We got it broken down. My last 50 round strokes gain, last 16 round strokes gain, then tee to green.
Ain't good for Team Europe if fucking Fleetwood's at the top of this goddamn tail of the tape.
Yes, this is sorted by last 50 rounds, and Tommy Fleetwood statistically is the best player on Europe. That's going to go great. Their average strokes gain over the last 50 rounds is about 1.5 median, which I included because this is essentially like a without Scotty statistic because Scotty drags up the average pretty high. Yeah. The median strokes gain is 1.7. So last 50 rounds, like we've been talking all year about the US team just isn't very good and kind of a mess. And the Europeans are just better and more names.
Yep.
I mean, at least on paper, US is better, which is usually the case, but they're better. I think they have less like liabilities. Like the back end of Europe, you got Rasmus Højgaard, you got Justin Rose, Shane Lowry's playing bad.
Shane Lowry stinks.
You have Sepp Straka, who's been bad recently, had some sort of family tragedy happened. Hopefully
Yeah,
everything's okay, but he hasn't played a month.
What do we know about that? Like,
I don't think
hate
anyone
to
knows
speculate
anything.
on that shit, which sucks, man. Like, I mean, think about that. I mean, listen, I don't know what it is, but I mean, I could have a fight with the wife the night before, and there'd be like tension with me going golfing the next day, and like feeling it on the range, not getting the text or like whatever, and my fucking Sunday is ruined. You know what I mean? Like, it's absolutely, I can't, like, so if something legit happened, like, yeah, man, I mean, golf is such a mental game that I hate to speculate on something like that. Like, maybe, but I don't know, maybe I'm a mental midget and I can't get past it. Maybe that steals Straka. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, well, Sepp hasn't played in a month, and he hasn't played very good golf since May.
A while. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's a weak link. Hatton also out after the US Open or the Open he hasn't played good golf since then, man. Now it's Live. So maybe he just didn't take it seriously.
Yeah. Hatton's a dog. Hatton is 100% a dog.
Okay. All right. And then with the US, though, obviously you have Scheffler. Ben Griffin is statistically the second best player in that team, but he's been
I love fucking Ben Griffin. Dude, there's plenty of bets to make with Ben Griffin.
There are. But top to bottom, though, like other than Colin, like even Patrick Cantlay, who you love dumping on, has been respectable, at least this year. So when you have guys who are pretty good, like Ryder Cup players like Xander and Patrick Cantlay, is kind of like your weaker players. That's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like I think you kind of want to see, like, you have your unproven players who have a pretty high ceiling, playing pretty well. You have some old guard guys who know how to handle the pressure, haven't been playing as well. But if those like your weak links, yeah, that's not a bad position to be in.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So at least like recent form, last 16 rounds, US is playing some pretty good golf compared to Europe. Even like Europe played the BMW PGA couple weeks ago. And remember, they did that in 2023, and they all finished within the top 15. They did great. They didn't play all that great at Wentworth. I mean, Alex Noren beat them. It's not great.
That's so sad.
That's not great. So, here is where the U.S. and we've been talking about this. This is where the U.S. I think has the advantage, is off the tee. So let's start with.
But what is off the tee? Is this distance only? What is this?
So I think it's mostly with distance. Like you were trying to think about the guys who don't have, like, there's actually a lot of guys who have pop on the US. Like, remember those joke we were saying about short hitting Scotty Scheffler?
Short hitting Scotty. Yeah.
He's no longer short anymore. Like he's gaining a lot of strokes.
Can I just say this?
Okay.
This stat to me is so fucking stupid. Here's why. Because all these guys hit within like 15 yards of each other for the most part. And you're talking about 3 yards here, 3 yards there. It makes no fucking difference. No difference. I mean, you want to talk about like the outliers? Fine. With the Bryson and like the Cam Youngs and those guys and Colin Morikawa, like he stinks. But the difference between Sam Burns and fucking Terrell Hatton is like a yard. Who gives a shit? It's 3 yards.
It's more than a yard, but okay.
But you know what I'm saying? Like
five. It's actually 5 yards.
5 yards. It's 15 fucking feet. It does not matter.
I mean, 5 yards on average drive is actually significant, but okay.
But it's not.
Okay.
But it's really not. They're hitting the same club.
All right. I'm trying to make pro US points. Why are you?
I'm just pushing.
I'm trying to help you, buddy.
Listen, man. I'm in. Like, it is what it is. Like,
well, statistically, you got Scotty hitting a lot farther than what he was. You have Cam Young, you got Bryson, you got Xander, who still hits it pretty far. Cantlay still hits it pretty far. Sam Burns hits it far. And then you got a lot of guys who are kind of above average.
Xander hit it far lately?
Yeah, he's hit it. He's gotten his distance back.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then you have a lot of guys who are like kind of plus distance, like Ben Griffin, even Harris English and JT, like pluses. The only guys who are really short is Henley and Morikawa, and Spawn. But even he's above average.
I feel like Spawn's longer than I think.
I think a lot of guys.
Clip that. Go ahead. Go ahead and clip that. Yeah.
All right. So you flip to the European team. Yes, you got Rory, you got Rahm, you got Ludwig, you got Rasmus. But other than that, though,
Hovland.
So Hovland's lost a lot of ball speed.
It's because he's hitting fucking 3-wood because he can't figure his driver out.
Well, that's
a stat is fucking stupid.
Well, that's a problem. If you can't hit your driver, all that great.
But what is it's not taking it. It's literally just
okay.
taking
No. Okay. This is so you're saying he just uses 3-wood all the time. Now that's not.
No, I'm
true.
not. But what I'm saying is the 3-wood that he's taking off the tee when other guys are taking driver off the tee.
When does that happen?
I don't know.
When? Okay. Yeah, you're just saying stuff now. You're just saying stuff. Okay. My point is, there's a lot of guys on. If you look back at 2023, that have lost distance between now and this Ryder Cup. Fleetwood has actually lost some distance. Hovland's lost some distance. Hatton's lost some distance. Shane Lowry's lost distance. Sepp Straka's lost distance. So remember, we're talking about guys without a length, and long and short of Marco Simone. A lot of those guys are having a lot more trouble with their drivers and length coming to this Ryder Cup. So that's, I think, going to put them a little bit behind the 8 ball here. Yeah, that's an advantage for the U.S. is off the tee this week.
Fine. I don't think it's like some huge advantage because somebody hit it fucking 298 versus 295.
Okay. Well, it's an edge. The U.S. has more guys, especially when you can only play 4 matches at a time. They have more guys with more pop.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I just don't think it's as big of a factor. It would be different if it was a 15-yard difference. You know what I mean? Or 20, where they have to club differently, right? Where somebody's taking a fucking 9-iron versus even an 8-iron, but they're not. They're taking the same fucking club and they're just hitting it differently.
Okay. All right. Where the Euros have advantage is their iron play. Now, overall iron play, they're about even. But specifically over 200 yards, the Europeans destroy the U.S. Now, the issue, though, is if this was going to be tougher approach shot conditions, like tougher pins and
my God, there's so much blue on USA.
Yeah, I mean, Cam Young.
You know who's a great long iron player? You know who's a great long iron player who should be there instead of Colin Morikawa? Keegan Bradley. Great long iron player.
He had the opportunity to pick himself, and he did.
I'm aware he is. He wanted to fucking be a Mata for some reason.
Okay. Anyways, though, I think when I said earlier about while on paper over 200 looks really ugly for the U.S., if they're setting it up with fairly easy pin positions to try and throw that style, that kind of gets neutralized.
Okay.
Whereas in Marco Simone, if it was really difficult, this would be a huge edge. Here.
And you got to think 200 plus, so maybe they take it from the 205 to 195, and how much does that change it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm kind of bleeding in 150 to 200, but even so, overall, it's pretty noticeable. So
damn, it really is.
Yeah, but
Terrell's that good still from fucking 150 to 200.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a very limited sample size though, because this is only capturing when he's in the majors. So that's something to keep in mind.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, so the overall strokes gained, that includes live stuff, but the proximity buckets don't, because they don't give that information out, man. Sorry.
I didn't blame you.
Yeah, nothing you can do.
I didn't blame you. All right, keep talking. I'm gonna make it talk.
All right, and then putting, they're about even. A lot, these guys have both
putting so hard. What's the surface here?
It's so officially it's bent POA, but from the videos I've watched and just how I know the behavior of POA, over time, POA, unless you properly maintain it, can overtake a surface. And everything I have heard from the superintendents talking about these greens have just been calling it POA. So on the spectrum of bent POA that we've talked about on this, podcast, where might be more bent to POA versus POA to bent, it's probably more POA, which can be a very gaslighting thing to say to anybody, because immediately when you think POA, well, you think California, you think West Coast, think bumpy. But as we talked about at the US Open podcast, POA has a memory based on how it's cut, and it passes down by generation. So on the West Coast, when they want it to be slow because you got the winds, when you allow it to grow, that's when it starts being a little more inconsistent in bud. But if you cut it, if you maintain it and cut it maybe a little tighter, so it's not as inconsistent. So
It's so crazy to me that grass has a memory like that.
that's what POA is, man. It's a smart grass. So, all right. So that's the end of the slideshow.
Okay.
Over pairings.
All right.
Because this is important. This is important at part of your handicap. And by the way, I'm sorry, this is going to be a long podcast. We're at the 50-minute mark, and we haven't done any bets yet.
Oh,
don't worry.
This is a 2-hour pod, easy.
It's probably an hour and a half.
Keep thinking we're going to get this in fucking 50 minutes.
It'll be an hour and a half. All right. So, forgot that. There we go. So as I mentioned, Europe did not practice today.
Yeah.
So we are left to kind of wonder about what the potential pairings might be.
So I didn't even see the practice reports from today. I was driving and I was busy at work, and I didn't see any of the pairings for the US today. So you're gonna have to fill me in on that.
All right. So basically, I have it right here. So the US team went out at 8 a.m. and they had the following pod, essentially, because the pod system apparently works for the US. You had Bryson, Ben Griffin, JT, and Cam Young, which I'm gonna be honest, sounds like a really good 4-ball groups.
Yeah, great.
Really
Bryson and Cam, Griffin and JT.
Yeah, so actually, well, I'll get to that in a little bit. I mean, I think Bryson JT could work. I think Cam Young Bryson could work. Griffin
I think
Young.
Well, it's the same ball. So this is the same ball. This is not all shot.
Well, so that's 4-ball. The foursomes is different. That's alternate shot. Right. 4-ball is you play your own ball.
Right. Okay.
And you want just volatility. You want just high ceiling, low floor, because you have a partner who can technically save you.
Yeah. So I guess for alt shot, like I want Bryson and Cam Young together because they both hit the ball very fucking far, and they usually will have the same approach shot coming in. It's not like Bryson with Morikawa, where Morikawa is like, I have no idea what to hit from here because I'm never this close.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, you have Bryson and DJ, or Morikawa and DJ do really well at Whistling Straits.
That's because DJ's awesome, and that's it.
Oh, okay. So you wanted yeah.
I didn't bring him up. You brought him up.
Well, no, I mean, I'm just proving a point of like not having like 2 long guys versus having a short guy and a long guy.
Sure. And I get that. I do. I get that. Okay.
All right. So the other group, you had Harris English, Russell Henley, Scotty Scheffler, JJ Spawn. I'm just going to say right now, minus 175 that Harris English and JJ Spawn go out last in 4-ball on Friday afternoon. That's the oddball pairing. Yeah. I mean, Harris English is statistically the weakest player on the Americans. And JJ Spawn, I don't think he's a great course fit here. If you look at where he's been good, it has not been like these longer golf.
He just won the US Open.
Okay.
What do you mean? He did. There's no about it.
So like your Torrey Pines type places, JJ Spawn has been as good.
First of all, I want the English Henley pairing. Like I want Oxygen, the schlubs who both shop at Kohl's, fucking like give me that. And then I think Scotty JJ would be a fucking electric pairing.
Okay. All right. And then the last one, Burns, Cantlay, Morikawa, Xander, basically the group you probably hate the most.
You can send them all to the fucking moon for all I care. Okay. Fire right into the sun.
All right. Now they played 4-ball today. Let me get the pairings here.
Now 4-ball is alternate shot. I guess
4-ball is best ball. Not alternate. Foursomes is alternate shot, which we'll do first, and then we'll go to the 4-ball later. But they all play 4-ball. So Bryson and Ben Griffin versus JT and Cam.
Wait. Bryson, what was it? Bryson what?
Bryson and Ben Griffin versus JT and Cam.
I don't like that.
You have Henley and English versus Scotty and Spawn.
Okay, like that.
And you have the butt buddies, Cantler and Xander versus Burns and Morikawa.
Yeah, fire that fucking thing into the sun.
Yeah.
Fire that last group right into the fucking sun.
All right. And then you have the Euros, who we don't know.
We don't know. But what did they do last time?
Well, so let me pull that up for
basically
you.
The same fucking team.
It's essentially the same team. So this is what they basically ran out with just at a high level. So in the morning, they started with foursomes. You had Rahm and Hatton, you had Ludwig and Hovland, you had Lowry and Straka, and then you had McIlroy and Fleetwood. and they swept the U.S. And I can't believe I got up at one in the morning for that bullshit.
You got to slow down for me, man. Well, one more time.
Okay. Rahm and Hatton.
Yep.
Ludwig Hovland, Lowry and Straka, and then McIlroy and Fleetwood.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then in 4-ball in the afternoon, you had Hovland and Hatton. You had Rahm and Nikolai Højgaard.
Okay.
You had Bobby Mack and Justin Rose, and then you had Rory and Fitzpatrick. And they basically ran back the same pairings the next day.
Okay.
Yeah, essentially. There were a couple changes, but they basically ran back the same day. You also had the BMW PGA pairings, which, the DP World Tour controls essentially the European team. So you have this is how they were paired this year. Oh, fuck. I deleted it. All right. Well,
what'd you delete?
I deleted the BMW PGA tee times. Whatever. It's fine.
I will say the funniest thing you ever deleted was your over-under basketball free throw thing. What the hell was it when your laptop broke?
Oh, the totals? Yeah, that was bad.
You were the most distraught I've ever fucking
I was.
seen
I was
you.
a cash cow for a while.
It was so fucking distraught.
It was like a very, very complicated model that I no longer have anymore. I used to bet a lot of college basketball totals and yeah. Anyways, all right. So
sorry.
So let's start with the United States. I think the U.S. is pretty easy for you to do. So, Capper, if you're going to pick foursome pairings, which is alternate shot,
yeah,
what are you going with?
All right. So I think I want Scotty and Spawn.
Okay. All right. So elaborate. Why do you think they're electric?
So Scotty is so pure. And I just feel like JJ gets it done. I mean, dude, his season is very underrated. Like, you just poo-pooed him. He almost beat Rory, which we all knew he was going to lose with the playoff when he had to sleep on it overnight. He won the U.S. Open. He's good with his irons. All his putts look like they're going to go in. Like, all of them. Even the ones that don't look like they're going to. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's a good combo. Like, I feel like Scotty's not going to put him out of position. Right. And JJ is not going to put Scotty out of position. Like, I think that's a great combo. I really don't.
All right. What do you think about Scotty use the Pro V1 and then Spawn uses a Strixon?
Oh, fuck off. Who cares? All those golf balls are specifically made for these guys. They're all weighted and probably like water tested. Like, they're not buying it off the rack like we are.
So that matters for alternate shot, though. They're made specifically for these guys. Yeah, because they got to hit that ball.
I guess.
I mean, sometimes you're right. Sometimes that talking point is overrated. We're talking about like Cantley and Xander don't play the same ball.
We're getting lost in the weeds here. I mean,
but it's something to consider.
Sure.
Okay, all right. These are your pairings. So Scotty and JJ Spawn. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Who's next for the US?
I want Ben Griffin.
See, remember, this is first session of the Ryder Cup, and you're trying on all the rookies.
I think Ben Griffin is gonna fuck here.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now. Ben Griffin is going to be a fucking stud here. A stud, guaranteed.
Okay. Who is he paired with?
Give me JT.
Oh. You want Justin Thomas in alternate shot?
Yeah.
I would. Okay. If you cannot criticize captains anymore.
Why? I want the guy with the most experience who, regardless of my personal thoughts on him, shows up and plays well at these things, to a rookie who I think has the highest ceiling of all the rookies.
Okay. How about the fact that Justin Thomas can't keep it on the planet?
Well, listen, that is not necessarily true.
It's very true, but okay.
It's not necessarily true.
Okay.
Yeah, listen, I think Griffin can get out of spots. I'm telling you, I like that. I do. I like that one.
All right. How about the fact that Ben Griffin plays a max fly ball?
He doesn't play a max fly.
He does. He plays max fly.
First of all, what does it even matter? I'm telling you, all these balls are like specifically made for these guys, and they're all the fucking same. It doesn't matter. They just stamp some other bullshit on. Who cares?
Okay,
They're all the fucking same.
I think you're talking in circles here. Okay, all right, Ben Griffin. These are your pairings, Ben Griffin and JT. Okay,
Yeah, these are mine. Yeah.
okay.
All right, and give me Cam Young and Bryson.
All right, I think you might have nailed a good one. So both these guys play the same exact ball, because my concern with Bryson in alternate shot is because he's so finicky with his golf ball. Like he would lose his mind. But they play the same ball.
But he hits it close enough to where fucking Bryson will hit it. Like,
yeah, and like the difference between like JT and like Cam Young and Bryson, like Cam Young and Bryson, like they hit a fair amount of fairways. Like they're pretty for bombers, are fairly accurate.
Yeah.
So I actually, that's not a bad one. Okay, and then your last one,
Burns and Cantlay.
Burns and Cantlay. Okay, so
Burns is Burns. As much as I dislike him, he's good. He's good in these spots. Like that's somebody who I want out there. He carried Scotty in the President's Cup. Give me Burns. Like he'll lean into it. Cantlay is a serial killer, and like he's got his money. I'm afraid he might be fat and happy now. I don't know, but
okay. All right, so you're keeping Xander, Colin Morikawa, Russell Henley, and Harris English on the bench.
Correct.
For alternate shot. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so Scotty and Spawn, Ben Griffin, JT. Okay. Cam Young and Bryson.
Why do you fucking scoff at that? Like,
because I don't want JT anywhere near alternate shot.
Okay, fine. Then fucking who do you want with Ben Griffin? Griffin needs to play alternate shot.
These are your pairings, sir.
Right, but if I'm fine. Like, listen, I'm willing to listen. So Ben Griffin, I feel like Ben Griffin needs to be an alternate shot. I want him out there. I want him out there at least. So you got singles and at least 3 times, if not 4.
All right, I'll explain it. I don't have Ben Griffin playing foursomes in the morning, but I will get to it in a little bit. I think he'd be very good in this format, but I will explain it a little bit why I don't want him in foursomes. Okay, all right, Team Europe. This one's harder. So who do you want alternate shot pairings?
I'll stick with Vic and Ludwig.
Okay. Okay. What's next?
I'll go. Didn't Fitz and Rory fucking clean up?
Yeah, they played 4-ball, but you could do that again probably.
Yeah, let's go Rory and Fitz.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go Bobby and Rom. No. No, let's go Rom and Fleetwood.
Interesting. Okay.
And then let's go Bobby and Terrell.
Okay. So I think you got the right 8. I have it in a little different order, but I think you kind of are on the right track here, where if you're Europe and you're the road team and you're playing alternate shot, you got to send your 8 best guys.
Yep, absolutely.
I think an issue is, I mean, how many times do we say Hovland and Ludwig were complete knuckleheads this year?
I know.
I don't know if that's a great foursome pairing anymore. Like, yeah. I think they complement each other, where Ludwig's a great driver, Hovland's a great iron player. They're both pretty good putters. So like on paper it works. But man, those 2 were idiots. There's
they really
a lot
are.
of it. And like if one of those idiots shows up, like that's a lost point at that point.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right. So those are your pairings. All right. Here's where I'm going. Let's go to the United States. They found a Scotty partner in Montreal for foursomes.
Did they?
They did, and his name is Russell Henley. And they played awesome, and they complement each other.
Boring pair of golfers you could ever fucking put together.
Yeah, but you know what? For foursomes, I want boring. I want fairways and I want greens.
I get it.
And that worked very well against some crappy internationals in Montreal, but it worked. You know, I mean, remember back in Marco Simone, they put Burns and Scheffler and Marco Simone together in foursomes, and Burns was just
Burns
blasting
carried
off
him.
the planet, and he completely neutralized Scotty.
Wait. Oh yeah. Okay. Fine.
Yeah,
President's Cup. President's Cup
yeah.
is where. Yeah.
Yeah, Henley's not going to do that with Scotty. They both play Pro V1, so makes sense.
You are really factoring in this ball thing that I have not even fucking considered.
They do.
I didn't even consider it.
They do. We're gonna put the butt buddies out there, Xander and Cantlay.
They didn't play together last time.
They did. They play. They've always played foursomes together.
Okay.
Yeah, they might split them up for 4-ball, but foursomes they keep these guys together. This is an example where the golf ball doesn't matter, but they probably
when it fits your argument. When you fit your argument, it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, history trumps that.
All right, Skip. It's fine.
I think I pushed back a little bit on this in the Discord today, but I thought about it some more. I think Bryson and Cam Young alternate shot.
Yeah,
I think that's a good one.
Okay.
I think you make a statement putting Bryson out there foursomes. With all that energy. And Cam Young's kind of a dial tone, and Cam Young and Bryson kind of bring that out of him a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then it's going to come down to, so I want to keep Harris, English, and Spawn on the bench for foursomes.
Oh, fucking! You're gonna put Morikawa in there? If you put Morikawa in there, I'm gonna fucking throw this microphone against the goddamn laptop.
Well, you're gonna throw against the laptop.
You fucking loser! He should play one fucking match. He should play a singles match.
So this is tough, but
Ben Griffin, you're taking Colin Morikawa over Ben Griffin.
So I'm leaving. Okay,
awful.
All right.
Awful.
So I'm leaving Griffin on the pine for alternate shot.
Disgusted.
One, because of the max fly issue, the ball.
Disgusted.
Okay, no one plays that. Second, do we just forget in high pressure situations, Ben Griffin has been all that good this year?
What are you talking about? How many second places does he have? How many?
Yeah, a lot of second place finishes where he's trying to hold the lead.
What's done? When he melts, he fucking melts and falls to the fucking 16th spot.
Ben Griffin
is unreal. I can't believe I'm friends with you. I am fucking disgusted.
He's a
Colin
rookie.
Morikawa over Ben Griffin.
This is a guy who, when it's been you've had him with clutch 5-foot and 6-foot putts he's had to make, and he's missed a lot of them this year.
The worst.
I don't want to play an alternate shot.
This is the worst take you've ever had.
I like Ben Griffin for his golf course. I want him playing his own ball though, with a little less pressure. Okay, that's it. And you're crazy. I don't want Justin Thomas anywhere near alternate shot. I can't believe you put that on there.
You have Colin Morikawa playing something other than singles. This is the worst take you've ever had.
I think Burns and Morikawa have been good together.
Can't wait.
Can't wait for the shot.
Colin, if he gets put out there,
Colin is still a good ball.
Colin's
still a good ball striker. Burns is a good putter. I think he worked for alternate shot. They played alternate shot in Montreal. They did pretty well.
Stinks. The worst.
All right. Europe. I agree with you with the pairings or the guys, but I think they mostly run back what they did in Marco Simone. You got Rahm and Hatton. You're going to go Rory and Tommy because that worked pretty well, and they both played TaylorMade. They're the only ones on the team that play TaylorMade.
You and this fucking ball thing. Maybe it's something.
And then I went back and forth with how the order was, but they'll probably do Hovland and Ludwig again.
Okay.
And then I think this is a better 4-ball pairing, but I want to keep the other 4 on the bench. So unless you break up Hovland and Ludwig, it's Fitzpatrick and Bobby Mack, probably.
That's fine. Listen, I'm fine with that. So wait, we just switched a couple people around.
All right, you got it. Where's your microphone?
Oh, sorry, I forgot. The if Colin Morikawa gets run out there, I might switch everything. Okay. I just might go full fucking Euro because that would be the dumbest fucking thing. He fucking sucks. He is not good at golf right now. Not even close. Ben Griffin is 10 times the player he's been over the last year. And that's not debatable.
I'm not debating that. I just don't want.
Unreal. I will lose my fucking shit, Steve.
I saw that. Okay. All right. I saw that back nine from Ben Griffin at Procore. I saw him almost try and gag it 7 ways a Sunday at Colonial and hold on to the lead. I saw him gag at Memorial. I saw him
how many times have you seen him bury it from fucking like 40 feet though to stay in?
Yeah, it's a secure a T8 finish. Whoop-de-frickin'
What has Colin Morikawa done?
I'm just saying, in a high pressure situation, I don't know if I want a rookie in foursomes first out with a guy who has not done very well.
You know who I don't want out? A mental midget who's changed fucking caddies 900 times and hasn't fucking remotely played any good golf. Fucking in the last 6 months.
Let's get to 4-ball then. Okay. 4-ball.
Sorry. Unreal.
All right.
I'm so mad at it.
This one you can be a little more. This one, I don't think you really scrub for the US. So who's your 4-ball pairings?
This is just play your own ball?
Yeah, play your own ball.
Fucking so give me the disgusting brothers together.
Okay.
Nice comfy pairing.
Yep. Okay. Who's next?
Give me man, it's a really I guess give me Bryson and Cam Young, I guess.
Okay. So you're gonna run you're gonna run back the same pairing from I think that I think 4-ball, that's fine too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me Ben Griffin.
Okay. I'm totally on board with 4-ball.
I kind of want him with Burns.
Interesting. Okay.
Kind of
I don't hate that.
And there's
a lot of volatility there, so I like it.
Yeah, give me Scotty and Spawn again.
Okay, hold up. Okay.
Yeah. I almost went English.
So you kept Colin, Henley, and English on the bench day one.
Yep.
Interesting. That's a bold move, Cotton.
Colin fucking stinks. Henley. I need to find Henley a spot. Like you're right.
You got to replace Spawn with Henley probably.
Fine. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Well, no. You are the captain. You have set your pairings, sir. And you have decided that Colin and Henley and English are just going to get lunch for everybody.
Yeah, Colin fucking stinks. I want Colin to play a singles match and that's it.
Okay, that rarely works out for anybody.
I'm aware. Yeah,
okay.
He stinks.
All right, Europe. Who's your 4-ball pairings for Europe?
I mean, give me Vic and Ludwig again.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think I'm really going to change much. I guess maybe Rahm and Hatton since they're teammates already.
Okay.
Give me Rory and Fitz, and Bobby and Tommy.
Okay. So once again, you have left 4 guys not playing on the day.
Yeah, they stink. Why the fuck would I put them out there?
Because that does not work historically.
I don't give a shit.
These guys don't like doing that.
I don't care what they like doing, what will work, and what do you talk like? If he stinks, they stink. Like, what are you talking about?
I get that. I guess I'm trying to approach this game of what will happen, and kind of what I want to happen, but what will happen. Okay, and so I think actually there is a chance somebody from Europe doesn't play on day one.
Colin Morikawa should not play on day one.
All right. Well, I'll make you happy. Colin doesn't play 4-ball. Okay. I'll just spoiler alert there. Okay. All right. Here's who I want playing 4-ball for the US. Okay.
Okay.
Give me Bryson and give me JT.
Okay.
Give me the douchebag group that is going to activate everything on social media. These two. Okay.
Oh my God.
All right.
So
give me Xander and give me Cantlay. Although Cantlay played with JT in the last Ryder Cup, I think, or in the President's Cup. So I could see that actually this kind of flipping. Maybe Bryson, Xander, JT Cantlay. I think just put these guys in 4-ball. I think that's fine. All right. Here is when you got your Ben Griffin coming in. And then give me Scotty with him. Okay. You got Ben Griffin, who might have a little bit of nerves. Maybe he eats a creatine 8-ball by accident. But you have the comfort of playing with the best player in the world on your own ball. I think that's a very comfy pairing for Mr. Ben Griffin.
Sure.
And then
I think Ben Griffin doesn't need a comfy pairing. I think Ben Griffin is a killer.
Okay. And then the sacrificial lambs, just to get them out playing, because the U.S. is obsessed with playing everybody, JJ Spawn and Harrison.
Everybody gets a fucking trophy culture. Like, these guys are all, well, I mean, I guess they're not my age. I guess they're a little younger than I am. Yeah.
They're a lot younger than you.
Harris isn't much younger than I am. I guarantee you he's fucking late 30s.
Yeah, he's like 38.
Okay, so it's fucking 3 years younger than I am. Like, everybody gets a trophy culture is fucking garbage. And if you stink, congratulations, you're on the team. You get to play singles and fucking cheer on the sidelines. I'm going to put the best guys out there.
All right. Now, before I set the Europe 4-ball pairings, here's where I think Europe's in a little bit of a bind.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you go back to what I set here, I got the best Euros.
You got to run them right back out.
But Luke Donald doesn't want to do that.
Why?
Because they tried that. Listen, the Europeans love looking back at Brookline.
They love surrendering and letting America save them from wars.
But what happened at Brookline, very famously, is that Europe played only, I think, 8 or 9 guys the first 2 days, and then left like 3 or 4 guys cold for singles, and they blew it on Sunday. That's why they don't do that.
That's so stupid, because of one fucking time. It is so it's results over process, right? It's
well, there's also fatigue. You play 36.
Oh my God, they played too much golf. Oh.
All right. Well, they don't like doing that. And I think what that does is, first of all, I think the pressure to put in your 4 best or 8 best guys for foursomes leaves you with, I think, some pairings that might be a little better for 4-ball based on how they are. And it also means if you want to get some of these guys in to here, it means 3 of these guys got to sit. And you're going to throw out some weaker players, granted in 4-ball, where they can only screw themselves up. But it's not ideal.
Okay.
So let's go with Rory. And let's go with Lowry.
Shane.
Yeah, because you got to put him here.
Because you know he's going to miss all the fucking 3-foot putts.
Yeah, I mean, like, if Luke Donald wants to say screw it, because Lowry, I think, is a better alternate shot player. And just say screw it, process over, like, pressure of putting out the best guys, then he'll throw out Lowry. I think that would be foolish, but he would. But Rory and Lowry. Let's go with this is what I remember. So Fleetwood and Rose got paired at the BMW, and Rose has to play. So let's put Rose out.
I mean, he was number 1 fanboy when Tommy beat 29 golfers.
So there you go.
I mean, huge accomplishment of beating 29 golfers.
Here's a fun 4-ball pairing I like. How about Hatton and Bobby Mack?
I would love that.
That would be a good one. I think that would be
whatever NBC or whoever's covering this thing made me pay to like follow them around with a video camera. I would pay.
Yeah, and then let's put Rahm out there. And last time Rahm was paired with Nikolai Højgaard. He was the babysitter. So how about he babysitters Rasmus?
That's fine. Give him a little. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Which means you would keep maybe
that
Hovland
is
Ludwig.
Awful.
Like that's the thing though. Like Hovland or Ludwig might get mixed in there a little bit, but you're keeping
Fitz might be the hottest golfer on that fucking team.
I know that's the problem. I mean, like, I guess you could technically try and keep Lowry on the bench, and then you got 2 guys not playing, and then you replace him with Fitz, which is a better pairing. And you know what? Maybe if they're down big after foursomes, maybe that's what they do. But that would mean you're keeping 2 guys on the bench, probably.
Yeah, which you should do, because if guys stink, they should
Yeah.
sit on the bench.
I mean, the only way around this would be taking the team of Lowry and Sepp, who Lowry's playing terrible and Sepp hasn't played in a month, and try them out with foursomes and taking out some of these guys. Like, I don't know if that's great either. Like, you basically probably
you have to. So Europe has to fucking roll the dice, keep rolling their best guys out, and just like hope the Christ singles come through. Really,
probably. So, all right, that's the end of the screen sharing. Now let's go over bets,
buddy.
Okay. Let's do that. Let's do who wins, winning score margin, like team props, like that. Okay.
All
right. So when did you bet the US?
What day is today?
Today is Monday the 20th.
When I went over the border Sunday morning at 11 a.m.
All right. Okay. I bet the US 2 weeks ago.
All right. I bet I'm Sunday.
All right. So we both, and I guess we should preface this. If you are invested in the Ryder Cup and cares about the outcome from like a fan perspective, just bet the flag. You'll feel better.
Yep.
I decided to be cute and bet Europe in 2016. I was a little more naive back then, but I bet Europe, and that was one of the more fun Ryder Cups to be an American fan for because they kicked the living shit out of them. And I half loved it, but half was like, oh, I just lost my bet. Like, this sucks.
Yeah.
So aside from that day, I'm always going to bet the U.S.
You didn't bet the U.S. last time?
No, I did. I did. I stayed true to the bet the flag. I bet other props for European success at that point.
I feel so
Which
betrayed.
you all no. So you have revisionist history. You also bet the U.S.
No, I
but
didn't.
then I was fucking on doubled up on some European stuff.
Yes, of course. I bet
exactly.
you.
Yes,
I cleaned up. What are you talking about? I was
100%.
I had the fucking. I have the ole. My flag is my fantasy football meme, dude. I'm telling you, I don't even know if I bet fucking the U.S. It was
because you did a heavy sigh. It's like, I bet U.S. I remember clear as day. You did.
I don't think so.
And you hated it. No, roll the tape. I promise you did.
We'll find the tape. I was all over Europe, and
because you bet. Because we went on a base like, if Europe wins, it's going to be ugly, and you bet the exact winning score, and that's why you cleaned up.
That helped.
Yeah, you bet US to win, but you also bet Europe like 17-11. So that's how it played out.
Helped.
All right. Yeah, I bet the US, and some years I bet the US and thinking that Europe's going to win, and I don't care. No, I think US is going to win this time. And I feel pretty good about it.
Home teams won what, 5 times in a row?
I don't think it's 5 times in a row. Oh yeah. Well, yes, actually, yes. It's 5 times in a row.
Okay.
I thought you meant like the U.S. has won the last 5 times they're at home.
No. Home team.
Yeah, and it hasn't been close.
No.
I think the way they're set up the golf course, I think the advantage the U.S. has off the tee. And I'm gonna be honest, like this European team, like all year we were saying, oh, this U.S. team is like unproven and shady. And look at all the names on Europe. But in the back of my mind, I was always like, they're not playing good. And eventually they're going to play well.
Yeah.
And they kind of did, but like Lowry stinks.
Lowry
Rasmus stinks.
Once again, if anybody hasn't had money on Lowry and then watched him fucking shakily stand over a fucking 3-foot putt to at least not 2 putt, but 3 putt on a Sunday. Like, yeah. Just remember that. That.
I mean, Lowry's been bad for the last couple months. Rasmus has been good in Europe recently, but he was done basically nothing stateside. Rose is trick or treat.
Yeah,
he's a gamer.
Like, so I would say he's the old man strength, right? Like when you're in your 20s and you'd like be like, maybe want to take my father on, and he just kind of look at you and you're like, nah, I'm good. Never mind. He's that guy.
But he was that guy last time, and now he's that guy again.
I know. Maybe. I don't know.
I think he's more Westwood whistling at this point. And that didn't work out great.
It did not. Okay.
And look, I mean, Rose has been really good this year. I mean, he was good in the majors. He won at
That's
Southwind.
shaky.
But
He's good with the majors.
But when he was bad, he was bad. Like, who
Bad.
knows what you're getting from Rose? Sepp hasn't played in a month.
Yeah, I like Sepp too, man. I like Sepp.
Mhm.
I just it stinks if like his obviously if his life is more important than golf. It just stinks like if it's affecting him like if it's that serious and it's like killing him, you know, like I don't know.
Yeah.
It just
So he
stinks.
comes in ice cold. Hovland and Ludwig, we both have said were the two idiots this year. Like I like him for course fits, but like remember 2023, Hovland was like just coming off tour championship. He was basically playing the best golf in the world at that point. And Ludwig was like the young, unproven guy. So, and Ludwig's a better player now, but they both have been idiots this year. Rahm just kind of has been missing something. this year.
Meh.
He's been good.
Meh.
Yeah, and now you're going to put him on foreign soil when he's a hothead.
Does he live in Florida?
Okay, well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean against a hostile crowd. Okay, who might try and get in his head.
I don't know. It's Long Island Wall Street guys. They might be on live side. Who fucking
All
knows?
right. Hatton hasn't been as good the last couple of months, and his driving's tailed off. I like Fitz. I like Bobby Mack.
I like Fitz. I like Fitz and Hatton.
Okay. All right. Well, I just overall though, I don't feel great about this Europe team. I felt a lot better about them last time.
Agreed.
So I bet US to win. This couple of weeks ago, minus 125. I think they're minus 140 right now. I think they're just going to win. I also bet them to win. Where is it? Win day one.
Yep.
At even at plus 105. Josh threw out in the stream, bet him to win foursomes a plus 115. I might do that as well.
Love that.
I talked about, I like the pairings for the US. Unless they throw out JT an alternate shot, then I might cash out everything I bet the US. So I'm like, this is not a serious organization. But four ball, I think they got an advantage. I love those pairings. Foursomes, I think they're good. I think they win day one. So they win.
Love that day one bet.
And then I got US wins by 4 to 6 points at plus 450.
Okay. So, I like that. So,
yeah. So that's like a 16-12, 17-11 final score. Like, I think we're just going to continue that this isn't particularly close.
So I like any other home win at 55 to 1.
What does that mean? Like over 20?
No, no, not necessarily. And there's too many things here. So 15, 13, 14 and a half, 15 and a half, 16. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of over 20.
All right. So you think absolute curb stomping?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think it's going to be that, but
listen, here's the deal. Everybody is talking about how Europe's finally live in America and the teams are even. I feel like, you know me, man. Once something like that hits my radar, I'm going the complete opposite way.
Okay.
Everybody, I've seen more Europe tickets than fucking US tickets, and the line hasn't fucking moved.
I mean, it's moved the other way. I mean, I think a lot of public money is probably coming in on US, but
yeah. So any other home win is 55 to 1. I like US 19 and a half, 50 to 1. US 18 and a half, 27 to 1. Like, listen, if I think they're going to curb stop, sprinkle a bunch on this stuff. Who cares?
All right. I'm also going to add day one 4-ball winner USA plus 125. I'm going to add that as well. We're going to go all in on USA day one.
USA day one is absolutely stone nuts play. Yep. Top wildcard score 20 to 1. Mr. Aviators, Ben Griffin.
Okay. All right. I have a smaller Ben Griffin bet on my card, but all right. So
4 to 1. 4 to 1 top rookie. 4 to 1 top rookie.
All right. Yeah, I didn't do any of those markets. When I do players, I try to keep it just smaller, like all right, this particular player, like I don't want to worry about anybody else. Cause like a lot of it always comes down to like pairings and who plays when. Like I don't want to deal with that.
How many times they go out, we have no idea yet. I know.
Yeah, and like the line always moves like as soon as like the market or as soon as the matches like play out. So I did find one though. I said this in the Discord. I couldn't understand. All right, riddle me this with this pricing.
All right.
So Ben Griffin for total match points scored
Yes.
for the Ryder Cup was paired against Justin Rose. What do you think the line would be? Just head to head.
Minus a half to Griffin.
Like a football game. Like minus
half a
120. Like no, it's just even. Okay. It's just Ben Griffin versus Justin Rose. Just what's the pricing? Like minus 150, minus 120, like
minus 140 Griffin.
Okay. It is Justin Rose minus 150 over Ben Griffin plus 110.
What book is that on? What book is it on?
It's on FanDuel. And I bet Ben Griffin.
Oh, I have FanDuel. I get to have FanDuel now.
All right. I will show you where it is. But no, I think that one doesn't make sense. If you look at the over under points scored bet, even like the book suggests, like everything's kind of shaded towards Ben Griffin over points. There's some, but be careful with some of the books with the points scored. Like some of them is true over under 1.5. Some of them is like 1.5 or worse or 2 or better. So be careful with that. But a lot of them are more priced towards Ben Griffin's success. And I think the U.S. is going to win. Like there's more points available. And like Justin Rose,
Ben Griffin is going to clean up. Ben Griffin is going to become my favorite golfer.
Well, even so, like, okay, like how many sessions is Rose going to play? Like, I think 3 max.
3 max. I was going to say 3 max.
Right.
But what's Griffin going to play? Based on you, it's fucking 3. Based on me, I would say 5.
Okay. Well, I think they'll probably play 3, and I think Ben Griffin's a better match for
Absolutely.
this. Plus, also, let's say Ben Griffin is just in 4-ball. Like, if you got him paired with like Bryson or Cam Young or JT, like I feel really good about those 4-ball pairings. I think those are strong. So I think he'll have good matchups. So yeah, I took Ben Griffin plus 110 over Justin Rose for total match points. I didn't understand why Rose is such a big favorite.
Love it.
Okay.
It.
All right. What other player bets do you have?
So I liked hold on. So I gotta scroll through.
All right. Do you want me to go?
If you want to vamp. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I mean, you like Hatton just because you love Hatton. He's your boy.
Yes, I love Hatton. He's
all right. So here's the thing though. So if you're thinking US domination, you have to correlate your player props for this too. Yep. So if I think the US is going to win handily, and I'm kind of down on Hatton, his over under is 2.
Oh, okay.
So I took the under at minus 115.
So okay, so I took Fitz 2 or more at plus 105.
Okay. So you're really threading the needle then. If you think US domination, but Fitz plays really good.
Yeah, Fitz plays well. What do you mean? He could win a singles match and he could win whatever his team event is. That's fucking 2 points.
Okay. All right.
That's 2 points. It's not crazy. Or he could even go.
It's not crazy. I just I
3. Like if he played 3, lose 1, win 1, win his singles.
But if you think it's like, so there's 28 points available.
Yep.
So if you think it's gonna be like 20 plus, there's only 8 points for the Euros.
Yeah, I don't
think. You win 25% of those.
Sure. Wait.
Okay.
No shit. Yeah, I didn't like how you did that math. No.
Yeah. That's the problem there.
Yeah, that. You're right. You're right. There's a disconnect there.
You should probably.
That would mean Rory. That would mean Rory, Rahm, completely shit the bed.
Here's what you should do instead. You should probably do like top European wildcard Fitz plus 550.
Oh, I like that.
That's where you should go for if you think Euros are going to lose badly. You got to focus on that market probably.
I mean, if you look at the last couple of years, like it's curb stop shit. Like it's and everybody thinks it's going to be close because the lines say it's going to be close, and everybody thinks that this is that. But I really think we go out and we go full like bald eagle, like fucking and get him.
Josh, gotta clip that. There you go.
I'm telling you. I think we curb stomp these fucking Scumbag Euros.
All right. So you're tinkering your fits bet. I'm on Hatton under 2 points. Because listen, if he gets 2, that's a push. 2.5, like
that's a lot. That's a lot of points.
That's a lot. It's a lot.
That's a lot of points. It's a lot
yeah.
Of points.
If I think the U.S. is going to win by a fair amount, probably Patrick Cantlay is a decent contributor to that. His over/under is 2. It's only 2. I bet over minus 125 over.
Minus 125
for over 2.
I don't like paying juice for fucking can't play.
Okay. Well, he's going to play.
But juice only matters if you lose, so it's fine.
All right. Well, he's going to play 4 times probably.
I think he's going to play 4 times.
And he's going to get paired with Xander. It's coffee pairing.
Xander kind of stinks.
And we'll see what happens at the Ryder Cup.
Top overall rookie. It's fucking 4 Americans and rats.
Yeah. I got one. And then only one more, and we're picking on the guy. I laid a lot of juice for this, but Sepp Straka under 1.5 at minus 140.
Fine, I love that, and I'm gonna target Morikawa too. As soon as these fucking pairings come out, I'm gonna fucking go so hard against Morikawa because the mental midget has no chance of winning anything. It take whatever his under is too, loser.
Okay, what are some other ones you can do?
We don't have the matchups yet, which sucks. Like you do like special.
Well, yeah, it's
like,
Monday.
Oh,
how about this?
Some guy wins 5 points. Oh, last guy to do that was Molinari. Like, get the fuck out of here. No one's winning 5 fucking points.
Here's one that could. Well, so here's the thing. So, if I was going to be able to watch all of this,
you're going to be able to watch. You'll have it on your phone. You watch it.
I'm
later.
not. I'm actually to pull back the curtain. I'm actually not.
You will.
Well, so I'm gonna be counting parts on Friday. Then I gotta close my house, and then I gotta pack up entirely everything on Saturday, and then Sunday I gotta watch the kids because my wife's going to a Bills game.
Listen, I know these things.
So, but if I was locked in and didn't have anything going on and no kids and could just drink beer and eat garbage plates all day and watch the Ryder Cup, you'll be a fun sweat. Longest putt hold over under 53.5 feet.
Oh, fucking under
53
feet.
That's no fun though.
No, listen, neither one of those are fun, but I would take the under. Oh no.
All right.
Yeah, no one's making a 53-foot putt.
Okay. You should bet that one then. So, and then you'll have a heart attack when stuff flips out. See, that's the problem. That's the problem with doing
I'll be back in fucking Florida. I got one fucking sports book. Now I got to move all my fucking money around again.
All right. How about will any session be a clean sweep?
Yes.
Yes, that. Plus 270.
I love that.
Yeah. All right.
Opening morning session, US curb stomp. Let's go.
Okay. All right.
4-1.
All right. How about this one? Since you love Ben Griffin, will Ben Griffin win his first match? Yes, plus 115. No, minus 140.
Fuck yes, absolutely.
Okay, you should bet that then.
I will.
No
one puts respect on Ben Griffin's name. It's so fucking disgusting.
I like him for 4-ball. I bet on him technically. I bet him against Justin Rose. I bet him technically. So, all right. I think that's about it.
Okay.
We got a lot of good bets.
A lot of good bets. I'll put a full cat out. This week.
Can you just recap for anybody or listening what your bets are?
Oh no, I bet US.
Okay.
Like I don't know, like dude, you know me. I don't have that shit in my phone. I have no idea.
All right, I'll recap what I have. US wins the Ryder Cup minus 125. US wins day 1 plus 105. US wins day 1 4-ball plus 125. US wins by 4 to 6 points plus 450. Like Ben Griffin getting more match points in the Ryder Cup than Justin Rose plus 10. That's 108, but plus 110 essentially. I got Terrell Hatton under 2 points. I have Patrick Cantlay over 2 points. I got Sepp Straka under 1.5 points at minus 140. Paid a little juice on that, but I think there's a chance Sepp sits on Friday. If it goes really poorly,
And then even if he plays, it doesn't mean he's gonna fucking.
Yeah, that's the thing. So under on that one.
Listen, man, you take down that elk that's leaking away from the tribe. That's it.
Okay. All right. I don't have anything else. You have anything else?
No, that's it. I'll put all my bets out on Discord this fucking week. All
right. Well,
I have 9 different sports books now. I don't know what to do. They're all over the place. I have no idea where my bets are. I have so many legal things to go. It's fucking nuts. I'm like, oh, all right. This is awesome.
All right. Well, this is the last time you're going to be seing this background.
Oh, the garage. That's right. It's the last one.
Rest in peace, Garage Podcast Studio. It treated me very well. You saw in the opening introduction that I had 5 layers on because it gets quite cold in Rochester, New York, and it's insulated, but it's not that insulated in here. But no, I am moving to a new abode this week and then moving on next week. So I will be taking a week off for shows and content next week. You will be doing shows with producer Josh. Yep. Recapping the Ryder Cup probably on Tuesday and do some Sanderson bets. Wednesday NFL show if you feel like it. I will be back for what crappy tournament is.
I don't even know.
Up. Oh, it might be actually the new Zozo. When I come back. So next week's the Sanderson, which is good because I hate that stupid tournament.
I know you do. So do I.
It's the Bay Current Classic at the Yokohama Country Club. Okay, so a new golf course I can break down. That's a great time to debut.
Sounds great. Studio. Sounds awesome. Sounds awesome.
So,
can't wait.
Hey, it's a Corin Crenshaw though, so it's pretty good.
All right,
Steve.
Well, listen. Best of luck with the move. Everybody can hit you up on the Discord. Don't forget hashtag Ryder Cup for a 33% discount to come see Steve's. Even though he says he's not going to be watching, he's absolutely going to be posting about pairings and everything else in the Discord. I guarantee it. Yeah. Other than that, listen, Ryder Cup week. Let's go USA. Fuck the Euros. That's it. Fuck Europe. Let's go US. Goodbye.